The Forgotten Kingdom of Eryndor. Long before the rise of great empires and bustling cities, there existed a kingdom forgotten by time, nestled in the valleys between towering, mist-covered mountains. This was the Kingdom of Eryndor, a land where the sun barely touched the earth, and the moon ruled the skies for half the year. Its people were known for their wisdom, craftsmanship, and, most notably, their mastery of the stars. It was said that the first king of Eryndor, King Aldrich the Eternal, was not born of flesh, but from the heavens themselves. One fateful night, a comet appeared in the sky, so bright and pure that the people of the valley believed it was a sign from the gods. Under the glow of that comet, a child was found by the village elders, wrapped in a shimmering cloak woven from the light of the stars. As Aldrich grew, so did his knowledge of the celestial realms. He could read the movements of the stars as one would read a book, predicting harvests, storms, and even the fate of entire generations. His reign brought prosperity, and the people of Eryndor revered him as a god-king. However, as centuries passed, the kingdom began to change. The people became too reliant on Aldrich's predictions, and their faith in their own judgment began to fade. The once thriving villages turned quiet, and the stars above grew colder, dimmer, as if they too were mourning the loss of the kingdom's former spirit. One fateful evening, the elders gathered in the grand hall of Eryndor's ancient temple. They spoke of a prophecy that had long been hidden in the kingdom's sacred scrolls. When the stars grow cold, the kingdom shall fall, and only one shall remain to carry the flame of Eryndor. It was a somber moment, for the elders believed that the prophecy was nearing its fulfillment. The kingdom's decline had begun, not from war, nor from famine, but from the silence of the stars. Without their guidance, the people became lost. Aldrich, now ageless and wise beyond mortal comprehension, knew the end was near. He called forth his most trusted advisor, a young woman named Alira, who had shown great promise in deciphering the ancient texts. "Alira," Aldrich said, his voice echoing through the stone halls, "you are the last hope of this kingdom. You must seek the Starstone, the key to restoring the light. The journey will be perilous, but you are destined for this task." Alira, though terrified, accepted the king's charge. She ventured beyond the kingdom, into the wild lands where the ancient forests stood, where the rivers ran black as ink, and where few dared to tread. Her journey took her to the Cave of Echoes, where the Starstone was said to be hidden, a gem of such power that whoever wielded it could reignite the stars themselves. Inside the cave, Alira faced many trials, the illusions of her past, the tests of her courage, and finally, the shadow of a dark figure, a reflection of her own deepest fears. But with each challenge, she grew stronger, her resolve hardened. She found the Starstone, pulsing with light, deep within the cave's heart. Returning to Eryndor, Alira placed the stone in the temple's altar, and for the first time in decades, the stars burned bright again. But as the light of the stars returned, Aldrich's form began to fade. "The prophecy has been fulfilled," he whispered, his form dissolving into the starlight. Eryndor was saved, but its people knew that they could no longer rely solely on the stars. They would rebuild, not with the power of the heavens alone, but with their own hands, their own will. Alira became the new queen, leading her people into a new era of independence, their gaze now fixed both on the stars and the earth beneath them. As for Aldrich the Eternal King, his story became legend, his name whispered only in the darkest nights when the stars shine brightest, reminding the people of Eryndor that the light of the heavens may fade, but the strength of the heart can carry a kingdom through the ages.